Joey. I am the Tipsy Psychic, and today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Leo Virgo cusp and a Aries Taurus cusp. Exciting! Alright, listen up. If you want to make this work, you are going to have to take a chill pill. There is so much depth to this combination, so get creative. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Fantasize about the future. Think about your happiness and how your dreams will all come true together. When you're together, you're both so creative, you're dreamers, you live in this bubble. And you also keep a lot to yourself. Most people don't know really what's going on with you. You're not super obvious about your relationship or what's going on in it. When you're together, you're not realistic. You're not really thinking clearly. You're in this bubble. Behind closed doors, you guys are so weird together. You're like that kooky couple that no one else really fully understands, but you guys get it. You fantasize about what could be, and your dreams seem possible. When it comes to money, you both kind of need to be focusing on the same goal. And you need to establish your goals realistically. Naturally, you're both very down to earth when you're alone. But when you're together, it's like clouds and rainbows. You're logical. You're good at reason. You have good judgment, but when you're together, you have terrible judgment. And over time, you'll realize that your relationship is like a dream. It's not real. It's not fathomable. It's not a good idea. Like, your relationship will not be very practical. It will be more like a getaway. And you'll realize that you might be escaping some of your own emotions and just kind of using the relationship as like a getaway. You might really get carried away, and relationships take hard work. And you might not be able to put all your focus into this relationship in a way that makes it practical and work in the long run. And Aries Taurus understands that. And they may not be willing to keep up this facade. They may have a hard time staying in this dream world or this ideal relationship. Before you decide to just jump into things with them, get to know them a little better. You play the hero a lot, and you find yourself coming to their rescue and just jumping off to save them without really focusing on what you're saving or what you're getting yourself into. It's good to make sacrifices, but be careful about sacrificing your well-being. Realize how the things you're doing or the actions you're taking for your relationship are affecting you. You'll really get a kick out of the privacy aspect of this relationship. You like having something that's yours that no one else gets, from the outside world. It's hard to explain, but you get it. This is your private bubble, your getaway, and it's with this person. The outside world doesn't really know you or understand you like your Aries Taurus does. And Aries Taurus has a way that they like things. They set boundaries for themselves, and they have this kind of inner code of ethics. They are much better at sticking to those boundaries and those inner rules and regulations than you are. You find a way to justify anything. You're so good at kind of coming up with an excuse or making something completely wrong seem so right. They know what's right and what's wrong. You kind of manipulate the truth a little bit. This is the part where you guys could clash. Your inability to reason the same way sometimes can really get in the way of your truth and your honesty and your trust. You both are really smart, and you know how to attack those roadblocks and obstacles that come your way, but trying to just power through them or bulldoze through them together is not going to help you. When it comes to parenting together, you can clash on your methods, like how you want to parent together or raise your children. You don't put all your cards out on the table at once. You like people to get to know you little by little. But an Aries Taurus is kind of the more blunt person who kind of just says it all. They're more of an open book, even though you might seem more open. So that is also something that an Aries Taurus will realize, and they'll kind of want you to express yourself differently. Trust is everything to them, and they might see your personality as kind of enigmatic and frustrating and secretive. They could see you as kind of sketchy or kind of high maintenance, like you're playing games, and they may not trust you fully enough to stick around and give you time to show all your true colors. They're not as patient as you, and they don't appreciate your shenanigans. You don't take shortcuts. You have a lot of pride in the way you do things, and for them, they don't know how to handle the routes you take. You're the kind of person that will take the scenic routes. They just want to get there. They're very straightforward. That's who they are, and that's kind of the route that they take, and you have to accept that. You know who they are from the get-go. When it comes to being creative, you are so the same. You agree on so much. Actually, you have a lot in common when it comes to hobbies. And you usually meet as friends first before lovers. Marriage and long-term relationships are really tricky. And you might go on for a while, but it probably won't last forever. You both start off really in love, very carried away, and then you realize it's not real. It's not really what you need. You also won't agree financially in the way you spend things or budget on things. That's definitely going to be a big issue in the long run. Breakups between the two of you are horrible. They're heartbreaking. Breakups are never easy, but this is going to suck. I'm sorry. Because you get so carried away, you fall so in love, and then things just stop. But that magnetism is there. An Aries Taurus likes materialistic things, but they don't really care about the use as much or how practical it is. They just like the high quality stuff. Whereas you like nice things, but you do care about the use and how much it will serve you in the future or what you'll get out of it. If you can combine those two traits together, then things will be really, really good for you. You either work really well together or you work the opposite together. So you're just gonna have to decide what extreme works best and figure out if you guys can make it. You usually start out doing extremely great, and then you realize just things are clashing, they're not working out, and you stop getting along. You should be getting along, you're supposed to, but for some reason you're not. So this is still a plausible match. It's not terrible as long as you're able to really kind of be realistic and work together. So keep that in mind, and thanks so much for watching. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel. So I just want to mention, before I go, I want to mention Flashback Saturdays. So Flashback Saturdays are going to be every Saturday until I run out. I'm going to be posting a few older videos of mine. I used to have this channel, and I'm trying to merge some of the videos with this channel, only ones that I really kind of liked and don't want to lose, because there was some quality content on that channel, and I don't feel right just forgetting about it, you know? So that's what I'm going to be doing. So if you've seen a few videos on Saturdays that you're like, wait, she has brown hair in there? I thought she had red hair. Well, that's because of my Flashback Saturdays. So just keep in mind they're older videos and they're still great. So I hope you enjoy them. Yep, thanks. Bye.